Inside of the crib, I can hear him.
Oh, right here, right here, right here.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Throwing stuff.
I'm innocent! Please don't kill them!
They're all side. Wait, one over here. Oh my god, get.
I knocked him.
Alright.
Knocked another. Oh my god.
Oh no, I wiped them. Sit down. Don't you ever pull up on me again, because that's gonna happen. That's what I get for talking crazy, bro. That's
Yo, boy, started talking so. Watch out. Dumb boy, dumb as fuck.
Kill confirmed.
Enemy in the back alley.
Allied cluster strike. Right, take cover. We're taking Alpha. We're out
get lit up. Like, don't you ever cross the street like that again.
Okay, what is go YouTube? It's your boy X-Rated21 here, man, and I'm back with a brand new video, man. Brand new video, y'all. Brand new video, man. Right, and this is a Modern Warfare, man. This is my first time making good class setups for y'all and settings. My very first time, man. So just gonna show y'all the settings first. I'm gonna show y'all the guns to use, how to always hit streaks every single time, man. How to hit streaks every time, man. So let's go. So as you know, we got button layout preset. Now I do change this up a lot. I also change my L1, my L2, and R1. L2, I change it up back and forth. Right, so these are the most two that I can always consider always using is tactical and stick and move, as in jump and melee, jump and metal, you know, and melee. Those are the two. Perfect. You know, tactical, if you're not used to basically tactical, you know, with crouch point R3 and meleeing, then it's not gonna be that hard, but it's a lot better to go, you know, either in campaign or, you know, do something and just study all the moves to do. It's not that hard. It's real simple, right? My dead zone is only at 4. You don't really I don't really worry about my dead zone that much. Sometimes I do put it up to like 25 at most. I put it up to 25 to 20, but I have been using 4, and 4 seems pretty good. 4 seems pretty good for me. Now my horizontal stick sensitivity and my vertical stick sensitivity is only on very high 13. If you want to put it all the way up to insane 20, it's up to you. I had it on insane 20, you know, that's what I had it literally on the same 20, but I have been using very high 13 pretty good, and the most highest that I used was 19 and 18. Right, so those are also the other two that I personally use, but I have been using very high 13 lately, where I will be dropping more settings and more gun updates. So I got the add sensitivity multiplier low zoom and add sensitivity multiplier high zoom. Now the reason why you see low zoom and high zoom two different is because basically further customize the stick sensitivity while aiming down sights only applies to low magnification levels less than 3.25x, including iron sights. So setting this value to 1.00 will keep the default add sensitivity. Now I use 0.80, right, for low zoom. Basically I was just messing with it. I'm telling y'all that when I first actually played Modern Warfare, like when it came out, I had this on sky high. When I mean I used to die a lot for some strange ass reason. It was my very first time. I continued to die a lot, but I have been sticking to 0.80 for a very good reason, and I don't know why, but it's pretty good. And my ad sensitivity, which is aiming down sights, is perfect. Like I basically can connect every single shot, because basically, as you know, Modern Warfare does have aim assist, but it's not a very high aim assist, but they do have aim assist. So basically I don't automatically just aim in to shoot. Sometimes I just sit there and I shoot first and then aim while I'm moving. Now this is the aiming down sights on high magnification levels. Now basically this is high zoom. Now this is when you're using an ultimate high zoom. You can want this at 1.1, or what I did was I had this all the way up right here. No, down a little bit. I had this at 1.90. Those are like the two that I personally use, but I'm starting to get the hang of 1.00. Like I pretty like surely like it. I don't really like 1.90 that much anymore. The way how I have been using 1.00, pretty good, pretty perfect, right? And besides, I don't really use high zoom that much. That's why I just got at 1.00. I don't like really use the damn recoil or anything. I don't really use reflexes. The only reflex that I use, well, you'll see what I use, right? So aim response curve type is standard, linear, and dynamic. Now standard is simple power curve map. Aim from map, simple power curve map from aim stick to aim rate. Linear aim stick maps direct to aim rate, and dynamic reverse S curve mapping for fine aim rate control. So basically dynamic, basically probably no aim assist, right? That's aim responsive curve type. The most I use was standard and linear, right? Those are like the most that I actually and technically like to use, just standard and linear. I literally just started using standard. Like I think I probably put standard on probably like a week or two ago, right? Probably like a week or two ago. Vibration, I take that off. The reason why that I don't use vibration at all is because let's just say it's a distraction for me. Let's just put it that way. We got aim assist, we got standard, precision, focus. Now standard traditional aim slow down near target. Precision strong aim slow down that only kicks in when aiming closer to target, best for accurate players. Focusing strong aim slow down that also kicks in when narrowing missing targets, best for players new to analog aiming. Now don't use focusing at all. As you can see, focusing is for new to analog aiming, which stands for, let's say if you're used to like using mobile, like using your iPhone or Android to play on the game, or if you're used to using a PC to play COD or something, that's what focusing is for. As they say, best for players new to analog aiming. Precision, that's best for accurate players. So basically it kicks in when you're getting closer. But the most that I have even used was standard and precision, but I mostly been using standard, but right now I'm gonna switch to precision, right? I keep that. Everything else should be the same other than the slide behavior. I use it only on tab because you don't want to hold it, but I'm gonna get to that soon, right? But everything else is just like that, and I'm gonna show y'all how to basically, and now I'm gonna show y'all my class setups. Alright y'all, so now we got the very first class setup. We got the Union Black, aka the Kilo 141. Now basically don't worry about my secondary weapon, my perks, my lethal, and my technical. All of those stays exactly the same. I got scavenger, restock, shrapnel, got the same, so don't worry. Now the Union Black, it comes with only specific items, so you don't have to worry. Now basically the Union Black is kind of a hard grind to get, but the most I could probably tell y'all to use, right, for the Kilo 141 is this, as in barrel, the Singard Arms Whisper, the FSS close quarter stock, the sleight of hand, you know, move a lot more faster, right? The granulated grip type, y'all say that up in the comment section. Now basically I do like to switch this up, and the reason why I like to switch this up from it is because you gotta always look at the cons of what it has. So aim down sight speed, that's a minus. So sometimes like I'll sit here and try to like get something, but you're not gonna want your movement speed down. So if it's everything the same, then you just want to keep it that way, especially if you just move off the default, right? So that's what I always look at mostly when I'm like, you know, playing. I have to make sure that, you know, I am in good close quarters with it. Make sure my movement speed is good and nothing bad is gonna happen. Slider speed, you know, just reload quickness. I, you know, have a lot of stuff for it. I got fast melee. I said melee, sleight of hand, fully loaded. I do use fully loaded sometimes, but that's because I only got scavenger, so I don't really bother using fully loaded. Right? I'm gonna use 60 round mags. Right? I don't know why I use 60 round mags. I just like to use 60 round mags. I don't know why it does mess up the movement speed, but I like it for some strange reason. I move around actually pretty good with the weapon. I'm gonna get with the task force, right, aka the M4A1. You only get this if you actually got the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered. You get this. So as you see, I got the XRK M4 and I got the Pursuit, I got Task Force, I got M4A1, and y'all know all the weapons, but this is it. If y'all all could tell me what type of camo this is, let me know. Basically you actually getting a few items now from, I guess, COD. If you put it on your mobile, you get a watch or something else, I guess. I don't know, but I just like this. I actually kept everything the same. Now if you do decide to get this, keep everything the same. Don't touch it, don't tweak it. And the reason I'm telling you I don't touch it and do not tweak it is because this is perfect as it is. If y'all all watched one of my last videos, as y'all can see how I used it and I did not touch it. It stayed the same for the longest. Now I'm on the ground for the M4A1, trying to, you know, get all of these damn items for it, because, you know, they just dropped a brand new camo, you know, brand new camo, even though it's all black. But, you know, I kind of like it. Let's just say that I kind of like it. I don't fully like it, I kind of like it. Let's just say that it's just all black. It's not really doing anything special, but, you know, a lot of people's going for it. So right, but Task Force, pretty good gun. FN Scar 17. Now if I'm moving too fast, just pause the video. Right, I'm actually just giving y'all, you know, few settlements. Now I don't have anything for the FN Scar, right? I don't have like any of the armory for it. The FR 5.56, I don't really use that gun. I'm sure that's even on level 5. I don't really use that gun, to tell the truth. Right, FN Scar, what I use is just these. Sometimes I do take off the ammunition, either put a barrel or stock on it, but these are what I basically use. Like I said, you can pause it if you want. Right, these are what I just like to use. Sometimes I do switch it up when I'm using this. Like I use quick fix, killing players immediately, starts health regeneration, capturing and holding objectives, increase your health regeneration rate. So basically that's quick fix. I don't really like using it either, but, you know, that is what I use. I'm gonna just go that, do that for a second. Like I said, y'all can pause the video if y'all want. So now we doing with the M13. I literally just started using the M13. I just started using the M13. I didn't really like the M13 that much, but I just started using it, and I actually like this class setup. I have not touched it since I have been leveling up. Like, as soon as I unlocked all of these, I have been keeping it the same. I haven't put nothing else on it. Right, you got tac laser, you got the GI mini reflex, you got the fragile bonding, you got 50 round mags, and you got flash guard. I just keep those things. Sometimes I do tweak the flash, sometimes I do tweak the muscle to either like muscle break, or I'll tweak it to breach your device. But mostly flash guard, as y'all know, all my guns basically always handles a flash guard with them. It's just to block out the players from basically seeing you, and like blinds the eyesight, which is 100% horrible, because when people use that on me, just know all I gotta do is shoot at that flash and then I kill you instantly. Right. Right, that's what I use. So, oh dang, I backed out. Alright, so now I use the MP7. Now I do use an arm, but actually I don't. We got this, but I don't use this. I made my own specific class for the MP7. I don't really like to use this. I don't know why, I just don't like to use it, but this is my class setup for it. This is my class setup, fully loaded. Right, you know, I do use fully loaded, or sometimes I would go to wounding, and the reason why I do wounding is the inflict wounding effect bullets cause target healing to be briefly delayed. So what that means is, like, if you shoot at the opponent, and even if they do use the stem, it will still be delayed, so you can still jump up in the air or slide and still kill them. But that is just what I like to use basically for my class setup. I don't really like using nothing else. I don't put an optic on, I don't put a laser on, I don't put a stock on, I don't put a underbarrel, and I don't use a rear grip. But that's what I just like for the MP7. Next gun is the Ram-7. Now y'all all should know what this gun is if y'all are all from Modern Warfare 2, man. This was one. This is a pretty good gun, man. A pretty good gun, right? Now this is the class setup I got for it. I have been doing good with this class. I've been doing pretty good with it. You know, I just started getting back into Modern Warfare. The last time I played was back. It was season 2, as you know. We're all in season 3, but with season 2 was the last time I played, and that was in the beginning of season 2. I didn't buy the battle pass, but I do got the gold skin. Apparently you get that from Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered too, right? But you do get the gold skin if you do get the Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered, because when I got it, that's when I hopped on and said I unlocked the gold skin. Right? It said I unlocked the gold skin. I freaked out though. But this is my class setup. Don't really touch nothing else. Trust me. So now we use the dust. Now as y'all all know, y'all saw in the beginning of the intro, yeah boy went off with this. Now the dust is a gun, the M91, which I got. Right? I got this. Yeah, I did tweak it, and I don't know what I touched with this. So I'm gonna go to the armory and see. Hold on. See what I touched. Alright, so I know what I touched. It was a perk. That's what I touched. It was a perk. Right, so basically this is how I basically rock. Sleight hands, yeah, but I rock the full metal jack the most. At most I rock it. At most. Like, I really like this class setup. I don't touch it. I go off with this on a regular. I go off with it, man. Right, I technically go off with this gun. It's a pretty good gun, man. Half of these guns, I'm going fast because y'all also what I was doing in the beginning, right? So now the GRU, I just unlocked the GRU, right? Because actually I didn't even mean to even fully unlock the GRU, right? Now I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna give y'all a little short story. So basically, I was using all of these guns, right? So you probably saying like, goddamn, level 46, level 10, level 43, level 5, level 3, level 29, level 28, level 10, level 24. Now y'all probably saying the Odin is a good gun. The Odin is a good gun. Personally, I don't really like the Odin that much. When I use the Odin, I swear I'm trash with that gun. Like, I will die repeatedly with this damn gun. So that's compared to GRU 5.56, right? So I just started using a GRU, but for right now, the class that I have been using for it are these two. I have been going off with it, right? But you know, don't worry, I will be dropping a new update with the GRU. I will be dropping a new update with the GRU, so do not worry if y'all have the GRU and y'all looking for a perfect customization with it, because that's just like, I don't have anything good with it, right? Cause I just unlocked it, and it was actually by mistake. I was playing shipment, which, as y'all all should know, which is shoot the ship. I literally was just playing it and I got it. Hey, I don't even know how to even get it. I don't know. So I winds up scrolling through, and then I see how it challenges get 2 kills while sliding when using an SMG in 15 different matches. Now I either might gameplay this or stream me getting the Striker 45. This one right here, it says using a shotgun with 5 attachments get 7 kills in 15 different matches. This does not seem like a hard shotgun to get, so you know, I was just scrolling through. This one says get 3 kills when the enemy is near smoke using an LMG in 15 different matches. Now basically this gun looks very familiar if y'all watch Modern Warfare 2. Play the game, right? Y'all all should know what gun that is, right? Now, you know, I was just going through. Now basically they gave you a few, right? It says using a marksman rifle with a reflex optic get 5 kills in 25 different matches. Now the crossbow, a lot of people told me not to get. They said don't get the crossbow, don't get the crossbow. It's a trash gun. It's a trash gun. So I basically just gave up. Like, I was using a Car 9 AK. And then I just actually I was using the EBR-14. That's how I was using the EBR-14. That's what I was using for it. That's exactly what I was using for it. But that's what I was just doing. I was just scrolling around to see what did they basically have that see if they had anything else, but those like the close, so they might be dropping stuff for the sniper rifles and probably for a melee soon, right? I went to pistols to go see. I got the Renegade launchers, nothing, and knives, nothing. But like I said, the Groove 5.56 just started it, so don't worry. Now the PP19 Bazoing, oh my god, this class setup, I'll tell y'all, will not fail y'all. But I mean, y'all will go positive every game. Your KD will be positive every game. Your wins will be positive every game. I'm not even gonna joke with y'all. Gunsmith, man, just look at that. That is my class setup. When I mean this will not fail y'all, this class setup for this gun will not fail y'all. I have been using this gun since Ghost. Like, not even gonna joke with y'all. I've been using this, like, yeah, it was inside Modern Warfare 3 and 2, but personally, no, it was not. I'm tripping. It wasn't in 2, but it wasn't 3. But I never used it. Didn't really like it. But when Ghost came and I used it, oh my god, I cooked up with that gun. Like, what I mean by I cooked up with that gun, right? Like, I cooked them. Now y'all probably like, oh, you play Ghost? Oh, we didn't know that you play Ghost. I play Ghost. I just never put it on YouTube or anything. But y'all know every other game I played. Black Ops 2, I wasn't in YouTube at the time. I was a little kid. But trust me, I know every single thing in the book about every gun, so don't play with me. I don't play in the conversation like you lying. Nah, I ain't lying shit. I've been playing since Black Ops 2, no Black Ops 1, baby, no World at War. Stop playing with me. Right now, this class setup will not fail y'all for the PP19 Bazoing, man. Will not fail y'all. Pretty good gun. Now the last setup, I used the Flood. This is an armory. You got Sand Snake. You also have Flood. These two, I kept Flood the same. Like I said, I didn't tweak it, so everything that I get off the Flood, unless if you have the Flood, I keep it the same, unless if like I take out this, or I'll probably take this out, and then I'll put I'll put an optic and a muzzle on it at most. Those are the only two that I mostly use. Don't touch nothing else. But that's it for the video that I got for y'all today. Hopefully y'all really enjoyed the video, man. Right, remember, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, man. Peace, and your boys out.
Don't you ever pull up on me again, because that's gonna happen.